Hey guys, bear with the Espresso Outlet YouTube channel. I'm just joking around with this big box in front of us today. I have the Rocket Appartamento TCA. I was really excited when they came out with this a couple months ago, and I thought it looked fantastic, so just had to try it out. I had the original Rocket Appartamento probably about 2 years ago. I have a written write-up. I'll post it below. I thought it was such a cool machine. I thought it was a great size for your home needs. We're not going to go real deep into the specs today. We're going to do a in-depth, just head to toe of this machine as soon as I get done playing with it. But just for today, we're going to unbox it. We're going to see what comes in the box and just see if this is something that you might be interested in. Also, if you have anything that you want me to check out on this machine and put in a future video, just leave a comment below. But let's get started. Okay, so one thing that I really have liked seeing from Rocket in the recent, probably year or two, all my Rocket machines didn't come in a box like this, but they have these little rotating tabs that you rotate and unlock the box, which is absolutely fantastic. If you've not gotten a large, heavy espresso machine before and you're trying to pull it out of the box, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So these have these nice rotating locking tabs. We're gonna put them off to the side, and the box just simply lifts off. This box did come double box. There was an outer box with some additional foam padding, so it should get to you nice and safe. I always like just a really nice packaging that is easy to get into as well, because the last thing that you want is your brand new expensive espresso machine to come damaged, and we don't want that either, obviously. And also just ease of getting it out of the box. So far it's been super easy. I'm gonna pull this piece off. The top is our box of accessories. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. I'm just gonna set it off to the side for now, and we're gonna pull the machine out of the bottom tray. Comes with a really nice dust cover. Rocket, they've always provided a really nice microfiber cloth that goes around their machines. Just gently kind of rock it and get it. Oh, it's very heavy still. And pull it out. It has a nice, very thick corrugated base. So some of the machines, they were getting bent in transit, so they've added quite a bit of damage protection in, as you can see there. So we got the machine out, pull the little cord on the back, and we're gonna pull this dust cover off, the unveiling. So this was the copper, as I mentioned a bit ago. It's gonna come shrink wrapped, has some additional, like an expandable foam padding in the front. You're gonna wanna be careful as you undo this machine. You don't wanna take a knife and accidentally scratch your machine. A lot of people, they will see there's moisture sometimes, and that's because they are tested at the factory. But also, sometimes they get tested even before we ship them. It just kind of depends. Okay, so far it looks fantastic. If you're not familiar with the Rocket Appartamento line, it has these kind of hole cutouts on the side, and on the insides of the holes there's a panel. This one, it's the copper color. So I kind of like the copper personally. The back, see if you can see it pretty well in this camera. It has a really bold copper plate down the back with Rocket. I think it looks awesome. So if you have like that kitchen bar where you can actually see the back of your machine, it's probably kind of hard. Okay, I wanted to grab my camera because it's just really hard to see. These machines, when you have a lot of light, like the photography lighting, they want to absorb a lot of that light, and it's hard to see. But you can see some of those cutouts on the side, and this really cool, bold plate that they put on the back with the Rocket logo. So I think that's something that is really going to set this machine apart. This looks fantastic so far. Okay, so next we have the accessories, and they've always put them in a nice box with a couple of extra goodies. So we're going to open up this box. This is where your drip tray is going to be, some literature, a water hardness test strip. So that will be important. Do a quick test of your water before you fill up this machine. Make sure to use softened water. If you use something like distilled water, it doesn't have enough mineral content, your machine won't be able to see it, and your coffee's not gonna taste very good. Got a couple of these cool Rocket stickers, an instruction manual, have our drip tray, which we'll install here in a second. Have two portafilters. We have a double spout, as you can see there. And what is kind of exciting is they've changed up their handle design, and it's amazing looking. It has a little Rocket logo on the end. It has a nice feel to it. I think it looks fantastic too. We'll take some closer shots of that when I pull it completely out. Then we also have a single spout. So the double spout's gonna come with a double basket, and the single's gonna come with a single. There should be a back flush blind in here as well, so you could put one of these other baskets in this. I'm a big fan of bottomless just personally, but they come with two just really nice portafilters out of the box. A simple cleaning brush, I'm probably gonna leave it in the box for now. A tamper from Rocket. And it's similar to the one that I got with my Giotto years ago. It's just a nice basic tamper. It's a piece of spun aluminum, and you don't really need to upgrade. I know all of you probably will, but out of the box, you're not getting one of those trash plastic ones that come with a lot of machines that I don't think anyone ever uses. So that's it out of the box. Okay, here it is. I was looking for this. Your back flush blind. So you can pop one of these baskets out and use it for your back flush. So that's pretty much everything in the box. We'll lay all this out, but I'm gonna put this off to the side and put our drip tray on. Okay, putting most of the stuff off to the side, we're pretty much ready just to throw this drip tray on, and there's nothing to it. What I like about the Rocket's drip trays nowadays is they are putting the magnets in the front, which is something that some of the earlier Rockets didn't have, and it'll click into place and it's gonna stay into place. There are a couple of shipping little pieces of plastic. Sometimes people don't know what to do with these. You can pull them off. I usually just pull them off and leave them in my box. They are double insulated steam and water wand. So overall, this thing just out of the box is looking absolutely fantastic. The first thing that stands out to me is this group head is more of a triangle shape. And I'll try to throw a picture like side by side of maybe with my old Giotto, or I got this Alex over here, but it just has this very angular, bold group head, something like I've never seen before. And their new knobs are, I don't know, they're just very different. I like them a lot, and they look fantastic. It has the Rocket logo still on this side. They're a little bit more simple. They don't have like that water faucet type look with like the heavy knurling on the outside. It's just very elegant and smooth, kind of has like a powder finished plastic. And on the lever itself, I noticed that they put more of like this powder finished plastic lever instead of just the smooth round knob at the bottom. So just from a look standpoint, this thing looks good, like really good. You have your sides where it has the indentations on the old version. There's actually just holes with no dimpling. So the new version has the dimpling in the side, gives it another layer of depth. The top, the cup rack, is more rounded. So that is looking really sharp as well. We're gonna get it fired up here in a bit. We're not gonna do much more with it today. Typical on-off toggle switch, but I'm loving this thing. I've been very excited to get it. So let's get some water in it and get it polished up. Okay, so I got us some water. We're just gonna pop this water tank in. I typically like to fill it just with a pitcher or something, but first time used, gave it a quick rinse, filled it up. It's good to go. It has this removable door that just lays on top. So it's worked well on my other Rockets and looks good. So we're gonna let this heat up. Let's turn it on. Sometimes I will let you know. Sometimes you'll wonder why your new machine's not heating up right away. And the pump is gonna run for however long to fill up the boiler. And if that boiler is not filled, every machine's different, 30, 45, 60 seconds, it's gonna turn off and you're gonna think that the machine's on. Not always true. Sometimes you need to turn it back off and turn it back on. Larger machines, I do this even like 3 to 4 times sometimes. So sometimes people think that they have a broken machine right out of the box. It just takes a time or two to prime that initial boiler. It usually doesn't run this long. So we're gonna let it go and we're gonna preheat it and pull just a quick shot. I'm doing far more than what I wanted to today, but it's a really cool machine, so let's use it. Not gonna do anything too crazy today. I did get it heated up. It heated up first try, so that's pretty cool. Sometimes it takes a few tries, like I mentioned a bit ago. You will want to check your water tank because it does pull in most of the water after it fills that boiler. So have our portafilter preheated. We got some really old coffee today, so it's not gonna look very pretty at all, but I bet it tastes pretty good. We're just gonna do it without milk. And I have it ground on DF83. I'm actually running some slightly different burrs in it than normal burrs that we don't sell from Boyd, and giving them a try, and they've been really fantastic. We're just gonna give it a little WDT and a tamp. I did cheat. I did pull a shot a minute ago. It's running pretty good. I mean, it's not quite dialed in. They're very kind of old beans. And I didn't bring any fresh ones today. So, got our Akaya. Let's move the camera just a little bit closer. Maybe a little bit too fine still. You can see it coming out. You can tell that the vibratory pump on these, they're much quieter than what they used to be. A lot of people, they'd kind of put down the vibratory pump and they'd want the fancier pumps that some of these other machines have. So I really don't have a problem with the vibratory anymore. They do kind of get a little bit loud as you use them longer, but I think it works fantastic. So if you're worried about like waking up your family, your grinder's probably gonna be louder in your machine. They've just done a fantastic job of making these much quieter. And I'm talking and letting it run long. So we'll have a little bit of a lungo, but let's get it and give it a try. It smells pretty good. So I think that's about it for today's unboxing of the Rocket Appartamento TCA. If you're curious about what the TCA stands for, it stands for Temperature Adjustment Control. So it's kind of like a PID. I haven't really researched how it works, but it's similar to the function of like a PID. So they've upgraded that from the old pressure stat, and it's just a really sharp looking machine. If you'd like to have a little bit more information on it, we have the specs on the Espresso Outlet website. It's listed for $2,150 at the moment. You can get it with these copper side panels, similar to the one that I've shown you today, but you can also get it in either black or white as well. So anything like you have a white DF83, or there's all sorts of grinders out there. You can match your grinder with black or white. This kind of looks nice, kind of gives you the wood tone, so gives you a couple different options to choose from. If you could do me a favor and click the like and subscribe, we're gonna have a full detailed review of this machine here as soon as we get a chance to use it. I don't wanna just review a machine, tell you a whole bunch of stuff when I haven't even had a chance to use it. So today was just the unboxing, first look, first thoughts, first impressions. We're gonna try this real quick. Some Brazil that I roasted, it's getting old. Still tastes great. The temperature's perfect, and it's been sitting for a few minutes. So really value pack machine, I think. It's Italian, it's been around for a long time. Like I said earlier, this is the second iteration of the Appartamento, so it has some upgrades. I will post that review that I wrote up below. But thanks for watching, and make sure to check back for our full review of the Appartamento. Thanks.